Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about iterating through lists and tuples. To iterate through each element in a list or tuple, we can use for loop. Let's create a simple list of 4 names, people, and assign the values John, Anita, Peter, and Jessica. Now if I write for loop for person in people, print person. It will print all names in a people list. Now let's suppose that we wanted to get index along with its elements. We can use Enumerate function and it will assign index to each element. For index underscore person in enumerate people, this enumerate function doesn't return only the name, it will also include the index. So it returns a tuple with index of the element and the value of the element. If I try to print each element, print index person, we can see that it returns tuple and it has index and the value of the element. We can write print index person 0 and index person 1, and that will print each index along with its value. In the last video, we saw how we can unpack tuple elements to 2 separate variables. Here we have tuples, so we can unpack this tuple into index and name variables. So for index, comma, name in enumerate people, print index and name. And we get back the same result. What if you have nested loops? How can you iterate through it? Let's create a nested loop. People equals, let's say each inner list contains more information about each person. Let's add first list. This person's first name is John and he is 32 years old and he lives in Las Vegas. The second person is Sally. She is 25 and lives in New York. If I try to print each person, like person in people, print person, and we get back those inner list in each iteration. We can also write another for loop inside this outer for loop. We can write something like for person in people, for item in person, print item, and then we can print all elements of this list. Similar to unpacking with tuples, we can also unpack the list. So for name, age, and city in people, print with formatter string, this is name, age, living in city, and it prints this description of each person. We can also iterate through tuples like this. For name in John, Sally, and Jenny, print name, and it prints all names in this tuple. These are all the ways you can iterate through each element in list or tuple. I hope this video was informative for you. I will see you in the next video.